Hello, I'm Mukala Kabongo, and on this edition of the LCTV News, public hearing regarding food issues, lazy llamas to close, Lynn Police promotion, ceremony, and more. On the Lynn Lowdown, we talked Senior Center update. Here's this week's LCTV News for Friday, February 4th, 2022.
This episode of the LCTV News is brought to you by Columbia Insurance Agency, serving the Lynn community for over 60 years with home, auto, and business insurance.
A public hearing is set for next Thursday's school committee meeting regarding food issues that occurred in the Lynn Public Schools. During this public hearing, the committee will hear from parents on their concerns and suggestions for proper nutrition for students in the Lynn Public Schools. This stems from a petition that was brought forth by parents back in November after the discovery of mold in meals provided to students during lunch back in September. The school committee meeting will take place on Thursday, February 10th at 5:30 p.m. You can watch the meeting live on lyntv.org or on Lynn Community Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as Lynn Community TV's government channel. During last week's school committee meeting, Lynn Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Patrick Tutwiler updated the committee on the expansion of the curriculum and programming for the upcoming school year. The three areas of expansion were the formation of a curriculum council adoption committee. This committee will be responsible for evaluating and selecting a new core curriculum for the Lynn Public Schools. The curriculum will be designed around the English language arts instruction at the elementary school level. The second is an establishment of a leadership team that will be led by the math curriculum team. And the third was a submission of a grant application partnership with North Shore Community College. To watch the full school committee meeting, visit lyntv.org. The Lazy Llama Cafe will be closing its doors for the final time today at their Central Ave location. The owner said in a statement that it was a difficult decision to make, but they do hope to reopen at a new location. Owners also thanked their customers for their support, the support they've shown the cafe throughout the years, as well as the staff who helped keep the business afloat during the height of the pandemic. The Almendarez family also urged customers to continue to support small businesses in the area. Last weekend's nor'easter brought strong winds and inches among inches of snow throughout eastern and southeastern Massachusetts. Boston tied the record for one-day snowfall with 23.6 inches. Plow trucks were hard at work Saturday clearing the streets. Some residents used the snowstorm as a way to get out the house and do some physical activities with their kids. Residents also submitted photos to LCTV from the storm. Here are a few. To see all the photo submission, visit lyntv.org. Earlier this week, the Lynn Police Department held a ceremony for the promotions of two of their officers. LCTV was on hand for the ceremony.
For your attention, we're going to get started. Little change in plans this morning. Captain O'Toole, soon to be Deputy Chief O'Toole, ended up sick today, so we are moving forward with Captain Kelly's promotion. Deputy Chief O'Toole's promotion will be effective today, but we'll have a ceremony for him when he's feeling a little bit better. So, that being said, Janet, if you wouldn't mind, Chris, would you step over?
Do you want it this way? So what you want?
That sound good?
Let's see it to the side.
Whatever Mike Kimmick says, I do whatever he says.
Where is he? Okay, if you please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Christopher Kelly,
Do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform all duties
discharge and perform all duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as a captain for the Lynn Police Department,
as a captain for the Lynn Police Department,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding.
and understanding.
I agree to the rules and regulations
I agree to the rules and
of the
regulations
Constitution,
of the Constitution,
the laws of this Commonwealth,
the laws of this Commonwealth,
the city charter,
the city charter,
and all ordinances for the city of Lynn.
and all ordinances for the city of Lynn.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I state your name.
I, Christopher Kelly,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold,
that I will uphold,
affirm, and defend
affirm, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Well, it goes without saying that this is a really happy day for all of us. I couldn't be more proud and more happy for Chris and for his family, and for all of us to know that someone of Chris's caliber and his intellect is going to be leading our criminal investigation division is really bodes well for the future of the department and for everybody in this room and in the community. When I was up at the DA's office recently and had a conversation with folks from CPAC and the DA and let them know that Chris would be assuming the captain of criminal investigations position, they couldn't have been happier as well. So congratulations, Chris. I'm really happy and proud of you.
Thank you.
And it's my honor as mayor to be here to congratulate you, Captain Kelly. We're thrilled for this promotion, for this appointment, and the work you're going to be doing for the Investigations Committee, Investigations Division, to lead the Investigations Committee. The work you've done over the years for the Lynn Police Department. We're lucky to have you, and it's my honor to be able to congratulate you, Captain Kelly.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you. Obviously, I would like to start by thanking the chief and the mayor and his staff and the deputy for putting this together, and Janet Rowe, my family who's with us today. Thank you guys all for coming, and the rest of my police family that showed up today means a lot. Very touched by it. Obviously lived in Lynn my whole life and couldn't be prouder to serve this community and to work with what I say is the best police department. And I thank you all for it, and I look forward to continuing to serve our community and working with the best police department. Thank you.
Well, thank you everyone for coming. We'll take some photos with Chris and his family and anyone else if you want to wish him well, by all means. So thank you.
There's a code 93.
And now time for the sports update. The Lynn Tech Lady Tigers are tournament bound after their 43-27 victory over Neshoba Valley yesterday. With the win, the Tigers increased their winning streak to 6 in a row. Jaylene Novas had a double-double with 13 points and 12 rebounds. Nairi Lane Benjamin had 12 points and 7 rebounds, while Diana Hios Edwards added 9 points, 15 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 4 assists. The Lady Tigers, now 10-4 on the season, will host Innovation Academy Tuesday. Lynn Classical Lady Rams squeaked out a 42-40 victory over Malden Thursday night to improve to 12-3 on the season. After trailing by 13 heading into the fourth, the Rams picked up the defensive intensity and their offense found the rhythm. Ava Thurman in that fourth quarter scored 9 points to help lead the Rams' attack. Thurman and Akia Brown would each finish with 12 points apiece. The Lady Rams are off until Tuesday when they host rival Lynn English. The Lady Bulldogs have improved to 11-2 on the season after their 31-point victory over Everett on the road Thursday. Jaylene Perry continues to impress for the Bulldogs as she notched another double-double with her 24 points and 13 rebounds. Perry also had 6 steals. 5 Bulldogs scored in double figures in this one. Lynn English is back on the court Monday night when they host Revere. The Lynn English boys basketball team dropped a tough home game to Everett last night as the Crimson came out with a 70-60 victory over the Bulldogs. In a back-and-forth affair, the Crimson went into the half holding a 26-25 lead. In the third, the Crimson would build a double-digit lead with their defense as they forced turnovers after turnovers. Down 12, the Bulldogs would cut the lead to 8 to close out the third. After the Crimson built their lead back up to 56-44, the Bulldogs would cut it down to 5 on a Tyrese Garcia three-pointer. John Monixent would answer with back-to-back dagger threes to keep the Bulldogs at bay. With the win, the Crimson sweep the season series with Lynn English. The Bulldogs, now 10-3 on the season, will be back on the court Tuesday night when they host crosstown rival Lynn Classical. Lynn Classical Rams bounced back in the win column Thursday night as they defeated Malden 63-49. Marquise Avery led the way for the Rams with 25 points. Tyler Wilson added 18 points for the Rams. The Rams traveled to Lynn English Tuesday night. St. Mary's Spartans clinched the Catholic Central League title Tuesday night after their 77-47 victory over Cardinal Spellman. After a slow first half, the Spartans picked up the intensity in the third period. The Spartans' defense would hold the Cardinals to 6 points to take a commanding 53-29 lead. Senior guard Ali Barry led the way for the Spartans with 20 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. The Spartans are back in action tomorrow afternoon when they host Brockton. The Lady Spartans continue their stellar season as they picked up their 16th win of the season Tuesday with their 67-21 victory over Cardinal Spellman. The Spartans were led by Nia Morgan, who had a game-high 21 points. The Lady Spartans are back in action tomorrow when they host North Andover. Kip Academy moved to 3-6 on the season after falling to Lowell Catholic 64-54 Tuesday night. Vic Maffel had a valiant effort for the Panthers as he poured in 21 points to go along with 4 assists in the Panthers' win. Kip is back in action tonight when they take on Greater Lawrence. Lynn Tech boys basketball fell to 1-7 on the season after their 51-40 loss to Essex Tech Tuesday night. Despite the loss, the Tigers had some bright spots, including Edric Gonzalez's 11 points and 12 rebounds to lead the way for the Tigers. Mike Welch added 13 points and 3 steals. The Tigers will look to get in the win column today when they take on Mystic Valley, pending on the weather. The Boston College Eagles dropped another road game Tuesday night as they fell to the Virginia Cavaliers 67-55. It was another rough shooting night for the Eagles as they went 5 for 21 from 3, total of 23%. After being down 30-25 at the half, BC would find himself down 15 after the Cavaliers opened the half on a 14-7 run. The lead would stay in double digits throughout the half until Makai Ashton Langford's free throws cut it to 8. That would be as close as the Eagles will get. With the loss, the Eagles are now 9-12 on the season and 4-7 in ACC play. They'll look to bounce back Tuesday when they host Syracuse. The Boston Bruins got back in the win column after their 3-2 victory over the Seattle Kraken Tuesday night. David Pasternak continues his great play as he knocked in 2 goals for the Bees. In the first, Pasternak got the Bruins on the board on a power play goal when Taylor Hall and Brad Marchand found Pasternak for the assist to make it 1-0. Pasternak would return the favor as he found Hall for a goal to make it 2-0 Bruins. After the Kraken tied things up at 2 apiece in the third period, Pasternak would break the tie with another power play goal to give the Bees the lead for good. Boston is off until February 8th when they host the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Boston Celtics have now won 3 in a row after their 113-107 victory over the Charlotte Hornets Wednesday night. It would be a collective effort by the C's as 6 players scored in double digits, led by Josh Richardson, who had a team-high 23 points. Let's go to the third after the Hornets tied things up at 70 apiece. After P.J. Washington dunked, Josh Richardson would knock down a 3 to give the C's the lead. Jason Tatum would find Grant Williams for a layup to extend the lead to 5. Williams would knock down a 3 to keep the Celtics run going. Richardson would push the Celtics lead to 8 with a 3-pointer of his own. The Seas will end the quarter on an 18-8 run that was capped off with a Jaylen Brown jumper. The Hornets in the fourth would tie things up at 107 on a Terry Rozier three-pointer. The Celtics would respond with a 6-0 run to close out the game. The Green Team will look to make it 4 in a row tonight when they take on the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. Congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams on reaching the Super Bowl after their victories in the NFC and AFC Championship game. After trailing 21-3, the Bengals outscored the Chiefs 14-3 in the third and fourth quarter to take a 24-21 lead. The Chiefs would send the game to overtime on a field goal by Harrison Butker. In overtime, it would be the Bengals defense who would come up with a turnover to put their offense in scoring range. Evan McPherson, for the second week in a row, would win it off for the Bengals on a 31-yard field goal. For the Rams, they found themselves down 17-7 heading into the fourth. The Rams would score 13 in a row. Cooper Kupp's 11-yard touchdown reception made it 17-14. The Rams' defense would step up in a big way as they shut out the 49ers' offense in the fourth. 2 Matt Gay field goals and an interception by Jimmy Garoppolo would seal the game for the Rams, who are going to their second Super Bowl in 3 years. On this week's edition of the Lynn Lowdown, we were joined by Chris Gomez and Norris Guscott. Here's this week's Lynn Lowdown. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Lynn Lowdown. Today we got Chris and Norris with us. We're gonna talk some stuff. We're cold, but we here. What's going on, fellas?
On there, Mukala. How's it going?
Oh yeah.
How you doing?
I'm feeling just like you guys are feeling, man. I'm freezing in here, but there's a lot going on over there at City Hall involving you two. You know, first Chris with the Elder Services. Last time we talked about you were. When was it? Like a couple months ago?
A couple months ago.
A couple months ago, we got you here and fully talked about what your plans are. I mean, how's things been since then?
Good. We found a site. Hopefully by April 1st, we'll be in there. We're really excited. So now it's just a matter of preparing. Pretty soon, we'll be posting jobs and I'll be hiring some staff. And we're in the process of doing a lot of exciting things to open up the new Senior Center for Lynn.
All right. Pretty big space?
Yeah, it's a pretty big space. It's pretty much good to go, so it should expedite the process somewhat, and we should be in there, like I said, hopefully by April 1st.
Blink of an eye, April 1st will be right here.
Yeah.
so that's good. Norris, how's things been going on your end?
Things have been going pretty good. Speaking for the division, you know, we've been firmly committed to an aggressive vaccination campaign for COVID-19. We've been having clinics on Mondays 4 to 7 and Fridays 9 to 11. So we encourage all Lynn residents to come down. You know, our nurses, all of us, we've been putting in some real efforts to, you know, get the word out there. All welcomed. In addition to that, we've got Phoenix Food Hub opening up, and that's you know, first of its kind in the state. You know, it blends all of the clinical determinants of health, the social determinants of health. You know, all of the organizations that we've got in Lynn centered to address the food issue and beyond. Like, you know, we've got a data center dedicated to analyzing all of that. We got some good stuff coming up.
And that food hub is over there at Gliss, correct?
Yes, and you know, Gliss has been the main partner. You know, they've shown some real initiative and encourage that. So from the get-go, they've said that they've had this space and they were looking to partner with the task force, you know, in terms of programming and how could we use this to address food security for all ages. So.
Yeah, and that food hub, they opened. The opening was in December.
So so certain parts of the food hub are open, right? Like some patients are being referred from Lynn Community Health Center.
Okay.
You know, they're being screened as, you know, food insecure or needing some, you know, food, nutrition, dietary, you know, guidance. They're referred over to there, and so we've got some bare bones stuff happening. But in terms of you know, the state-of-the-art kitchen, that's going to be renovated. We've got some new equipment going there. We've got, even the dock for trucks. We're going to be able to get lots of food into Lynn and into the communities.
Okay,
Lynn, yeah.
that's definitely great. Now, on the senior services end, Chris, what else? Since the year started, what are some things that you've been working on? I know you've been helping them over there with the clinics and all that. With the
yeah, helping with the clinics. We're trying to find a space now. We got a space. February 10th, I'm gonna have a financial literacy and fraud protection class for the seniors. They're often victimized by people with fraudulent things and scams. So I think this is really important. It'll be big. We're gonna do it via Zoom, and I'll put the link on the Senior Center Facebook page. We're trying to do a Valentine's Day party for the seniors, making sure it's safe for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then we have a couple of other events lined up. But I'm just focusing on trying to get things ready for the opening, like trying to buy the vans and get me and Norris get the food stuff going, because we plan on distributing food at the Senior Center, and just everything else that goes on behind the scenes. So we just want to hit the, like I said, we just want to be running and get active so we can, whenever we open, everything's a go.
Yeah, and also, we just got hit with a whole bunch of snow this weekend. Did you have to assist a lot of the seniors in getting their houses?
Yeah, I get calls all the time from seniors that need help. If I can't send someone, I'll go myself. I've gone to several. But any senior that needs help, I'm only a call away, and I'll do my best effort to help them any way possible.
Yeah, definitely, because that snow was kind of, man. So I'm still feeling the effects from all that shoveling. Now, for Norris, how settled in are you in your role when you first got into this point you're at now in this role?
Yeah, it's been the role itself, right? You go into City Hall and government because you care about other people, and especially where you grew up. And so, I feel I've always been community organizing since I was 15. And in terms of actually making policy and programming happening, before it was, I was director of the Lynn Food and Fitness Alliance, and that was when former Mayor McGee had appointed me to lead the task force, and that was trial under fire, right? That was leading a food response during a pandemic. So yeah, I'd say that that prepared me to keep it short. And with that, ultimate credit to Michelle Damaris. She's been shown some amazing leadership during this whole pandemic. In terms of leadership, she's given us the space to really learn and implement and excel at our craft. So in terms of that, I'm feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, definitely. And also department, you guys have a bunch of COVID-19 at-home kits that you're encouraging people to come get if need be. I know we worked on something. Y'all will see it soon, but the public health department does have those at-home COVID.
Well, right now we don't have them available, but
had them.
Yeah, we had them. They gave out. We're gonna be receiving a new order. I think it's about 51,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we'll work with local organizations and have them distributed. And we try to do it as equitable as possible. It's very difficult. Our first round, we only had 30,000 kids. And Lynn is a city of 100,000, over 100,000. So it's very difficult. But we try to get the most vulnerable populations, and we try our best. Me and Norris drove around going to people that were homebound and couldn't go out, and we gave them kids. So the effort is there. Just that's all we can do.
Because also there was you guys, some volunteers handing them out at some of the basketball games, correct? Earlier.
Yeah.
When they first came
out. Yeah, we were at the Christmas tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. They ran out fast too. They ran out fast. So yeah, we will. There's something we're working with them on to show people, to demonstrate how to properly use those kits. So stay tuned for that. And also, what else is coming up the next couple months besides the important things? Senior Center getting ready for that opening. What are some things that people should look forward to, or you guys are planning on?
Well, the division has, we are in the hiring process for a new opioid or substance abuse specialist, opioid specialist. So, there's more to public health than the pandemic or than COVID-19. We've got tobacco and alcohol, a specialist. We want to get more into the schools. So we've got some programming coming that's non-COVID related, and we look forward to updating Lynn soon.
It seems like you're COVID exhausted.
A little bit, but it's our city, and we'll do more of it if need be.
Yeah. Definitely. And for people that are interested in any of those jobs that are going to be opening up, where can they go to acquire more information about it?
City of Lynn Jobs on Facebook, or they can reach out to Personnel Manager Drew Russo.
Yeah. The Senior Center jobs will be posted hopefully around February 15th. In or around that time, we're going to be looking for a social worker, / outreach coordinator, an assistant director, a clerk, and a driver for now.
Okay. Yeah. So if you are in need of a job, there's jobs out there that are about to be posted. So make sure you have your resumes all up to date and visit the City of Lynn website and make sure you check out the health division and get all that information. Also, Chris, if they want to contact you, how can they do that?
My email is cgomez@lynnma.gov.
Hey, Norris?
And Guscott at lynnmass.gov.
There you go. Make sure if you have any questions or concerns or just want to inquire certain information, contact them. All right. Thank you guys for coming on. I know y'all are freezing like me.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
And make sure stay tuned. Those rapid at-home COVID testing demonstrations by Jennifer will be up on the website and YouTube channel. So for those that need to know how to use the home kits. So be on the lookout for that. Those two will be up in English and Spanish pretty soon. So make sure you check this out. You guys been watching the Lynn Lowdown. Have a great day. And now time for local events from the community calendar. Tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 10 a.m., the Greater Boston Food Bank's mobile market will take place at Lynn Community Health Center. This free farmers market style will distribute fresh fruits and vegetables to residents. The mobile market will occur once a month. It is encouraged that anyone interested in attending the mobile market should pre-register. For more information, call 781-581-3900. The 2022 Black Excellence Forum, hosted by the North Shore Juneteenth Association, will be taking place this Tuesday from 6:30 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. This year's forum features guest speakers such as Michelle La Poetica, Vic Breedy, Norris Guscott, Lev McLean, and Adriana Paz. The forum is part of the North Shore Juneteenth Association's Black History Month celebration events. Those who wish to be a part of the forum should register by visiting the North Shore Juneteenth Facebook page. Next Friday and Saturday, Galleries at Lynn Arts will be hosting an opening reception for 2 new exhibits: The Past and Present, Black Art and Black Artists, and Duality. These exhibits are part of Gallery's Black History Month celebration. The reception will go on from 5:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. Masks are required. To find out more about the community calendar, visit lyntv.org. Thank you for watching the LCTV News. Make sure to subscribe to the LCTV Facebook page as well as the LCTV YouTube channel. Also visit lyntv.org to watch any show at any time on your computer, phone, or tablet. I'm Mukala Kabongo. Have a great day.